Good morning, sir. My name is Dan Junhao, and with my teammate Chong Ka-sing and Lau Jingxuan. So our topic assigned is the Solas Convention. So now let's move to the table of content. So our presentation included the background overview, critics of policy, area of improvement, suggestion for betterment towards sustainability, and a conclusion. So let me beginning with the background overview. So, the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS, is widely recognized as one of the most significant international maritime treaties aimed at ensuring the safety of merchant ships and all individuals aboard. Its origin date back to 1914, following the infamous Titanic disaster of 1912, which highlighted the urgent need for comprehensive maritime safety regulation. The first version of SOLAS was developed as a response to that tragedy, but it has since evolved through several iterations, with the most widely implemented version being the 1974 SOLAS Convention, which came in force in 1980 under the authority of the International Maritime Organization, which is IMO. The SOLAS Convention set minimum safety standard for the construction, equipment, and operation of ships. These standards are legally binding for signatory country and apply mainly to international commercial vessels, although many national administrations also extend SOLAS-based regulations to domestic shipping. SOLAS cover a broad range of safety aspects, including ship design, fire protection, life-saving appliance, radio communication, navigation, cargo handling, and maritime security. So next, let's move to the policy and enforcement. From a policy perspective, SOLAS function as an international regulatory framework. It required contracting government to implement safety rules through national maritime administrations, and vessels are subject to port state control inspection to ensure compliance. The policy also empowered the IMO to adopt new amendment through a tacit acceptance procedure, allowing faster implementation of update without requiring daily ratification processes. This structure ensures that maritime safety standards remain current and adaptable to emerging risks such as cybersecurity threats, piracy, and environmental concerns. Now let's move to advantages and disadvantages. One of the major advantages of SOLAS is its role in enhancing maritime safety and preventing loss of life at sea. It promotes uniformity in safety regulation worldwide, thereby facilitating international maritime trade while ensuring high safety standards. The convention also encourages technological innovation, such as the introduction of the Global Maritime Distress and Safety (GMDSS) and the International Safety Management (ISM) Code, both of which have significantly improved communication and risk management at sea. Furthermore, SOLAS has strengthened international cooperation and has become a key reference point for the development of additional maritime regulations. And the disadvantage, however, despite its many strengths, SOLAS is not without disadvantages. Compliance costs can be substantial, especially for developing country or smaller shipping company, which may lack the financial and technical resources to upgrade their vessel to meet the latest standards. Additionally, the convention is subject to frequent amendment in response to technological change and new risks, which can create administrative and operation burdens for ship owner and maritime authorities. There is also the issue of inconsistent enforcement, as the effectiveness of SOLAS depend heavily on the commitment and capability of individual country to implement and monitor the regulation. So that's all for my part. And now I will pass to Chong Ka-sing to continue with the critics of policy. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Chong Ka-sing. Today, I'll outline the critics and propose actionable improvements to ensure SOLAS remains effective in a rapidly changing maritime world. So, let's first start with the first policy critics of SOLAS. The first is inconsistent enforcement and flags of convenience. SOLAS relies on uniform enforcement, but the reality is fragmented. Flags of convenience like Panama or Liberia often prioritize profit over compliance, creating a two-tier system where substandard ships slipped through. This led to port state control inspections vary in rigor depending on regions. This inconsistency allows unsafe vessels to continue operating in less regulated waters. For example, the 2022 Paris MOU report found that 15% of inspected vessels had major SOLAS violations, yet many continued operating. Without stricter penalties for negligent flag states, SOLAS loses its teeth. And moving on, the second critique is about the environmental gaps in SOLAS. SOLAS was designed for safety, not sustainability. It mandates double hulls for oil tankers but ignores emissions, alternative fuels, or toxic materials in safety equipment. While MARPOL covers pollution, SOLAS misses a chance to integrate green shipping technologies like wind propulsion or ammonia-ready designs into its core standards. The third critique is about the compliance costs of SOLAS. Compliance costs like mandatory ECDIS or GMDSS upgrades disproportionately hurt small operators and developing nations. The ICS estimates retrofitting older ships can cost millions, pushing them toward illegal scrapping or risky non-compliance. SOLAS must address this inequity to avoid sidelining smaller players. Hence, more funding mechanisms and phased compliance options are needed. And the fourth is the slow adaptation to new risks from SOLAS. Climate change and autonomous ships are here, but SOLAS amendments take years. For instance, IMO's rules for unmanned vessels are still in draft form, while cyber risks grow. Without faster updates, SOLAS risks obsolescence. So after finishing the part for policy critics of SOLAS, now I'll start with the proposal of areas for improvement for SOLAS. First, integrate sustainability. SOLAS should mandate energy efficient designs and ban toxic materials. Imagine lifeboats made from biodegradable materials or mandatory wind assist propulsion for new builds. Aligning SOLAS with the IMO's 2023 GHG strategy would bridge the safety sustainability gap. Second is to strengthen the enforcement in SOLAS. First, we need tougher port state controls and public blacklists for repeat violators. The Tokyo MOU's AI-driven inspection targeting could be a global model. Transparency is key. Publishing violation data will shame laggards into compliance. Third is about the crew welfare and technology. Seafarers are SOLAS backbone. Mandating mental health support and fatigue monitoring, like ISWAN's proposals, will reduce human error. Furthermore, improve onboard living conditions and sustainability knowledge training for seafarers. And last is the preparation for future. SOLAS must update ship stability rules for extreme weather and mandate backup systems for flooding. Collaboration with PIANC can ensure ports withstand rising seas. Climate risk drills should be as routine as fire drills. And for autonomous ships, we need clear cybersecurity rules and liability frameworks now, not after the first AI-powered collision. And that's all from me. Now I'll pass it to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasing. And now I'm going to continue our presentation with the suggestions for improving the Solas Convention to support sustainability in the maritime industry. So first, we need a stronger cooperation with other green policies like MARPOL. It is because that SOLAS is only mainly focused on ship safety, but by working closely with environmental agreements, so we can protect both peoples and the planet by cooperating with MARPOL. This means that including green tech rules like clean fuel system, better waste handling, and carbon monitoring in SOLAS updates. And the second is we recommended improving support for developing country. So many small or poor nations are struggles to meet SOLAS rules is because of the high cost. So we can help by giving technical trainings, sharing knowledge, and offering financial aids for equipment upgrades. So, for examples like the programs UNDP Blue Economic Supports in Malaysia shows that we can help coastal nations to grow sustainability. And next, we suggest making the policy more flexible. Like Solas right now is take a long time for updates. So, but the world is changing fast. For example, we have a new risks like cybersecurity, autonomous ships, and climate change. So, Solas need to have a faster ways to respond for this news issue to keep up. And the last one, that we can improve technology incentives. Solar should encourage the use of smart navigations, energy saving systems, and real-time safety data. So this not only makes shift safer, but also cut down on emissions and improve fuel efficiency. So in conclusions, Solas has done a great job in saving lives at seas and improving ship safety for over 100 years. However, it has some challenges like high cost, slow updates, and limited focus on the environment. So, the four suggestions are better support for developing country, linking safety with green policies, making solar more flexible, and encouraging green technologies. So, if these improvements are made, then solar can continue to protect peoples while also helping the oceans and the planet stay healthier. So that's all of our presentation. Thank you.